Sometimes the fun of translating ancient Greek is breaking rules in English. So I'm going to tell you the story of the time that when I was translating Plato's Symposium, I had to painfully but also gleefully choose the character of Socrates over grammar, conventions of grammar. As much fun as stylistic conventions of grammar are, a lot of the time it really doesn't matter as long as the point you're making is clear. But anyway, the rule that I had to break for Socrates was I had to have him end a sentence with a preposition. Which, like, not the end of the world, but it's just like, I'm doing a translation of Plato. Like, I want the language to be perfect and I want it to be precise and I want it to be as correct as possible. But the moment in the text when this sentence comes, not only was the meaning of the sentence obscured and made less powerful by forcing it into the type of pedantry up with which I will not put sort of construction, but also Socrates, if he spoke English, he would be ending sentences with a preposition. He would not be letting people fuss with the way he was talking. And I actually love this sentence, so we'll get into what it is. So this is right before Socrates gives his speech. The structure of the symposium is there are 7 speeches on love. Socrates is the penultimate speech. And right before he gives his speech, he has a long discussion with the speaker who came before him, Agathon, the tragic playwright. And he basically proves Agathon completely wrong in basically everything that he said in his speech. This is section 201C, by the way. And at the very end of this, Agathon sighs with defeat. He goes, "Socrates, I cannot argue with you. Let it be as you say." And this is Socrates. "No, my lovable Agathon, the truth is what you cannot argue with. It's not hard at all to argue with Socrates." And so, the truth is what you cannot argue with. Yes, we end in a preposition, but what we need to do, the syntactic information we absolutely have to get across in this sentence is that truth has priority in the sentence. So it can't be like, you cannot argue with the truth, because that's not making the same point. Truth has to be in opposition to Socrates, because Socrates himself is not the truth, does not necessarily know the truth, but sometimes he might be able to access it, but it is something entirely distinct from him. In order to get the correct emphasis of this passage, we have to say, the truth is what you cannot argue with. We have to accept, I, Emily, hubristically, arrogantly, full of pride and other vices, have to accept that not every moment of my translation cannot be perfect, standard, inarguable English. Sometimes we have to break the rules in English to tell the truth. We can't argue with the truth if we've learned anything. And follow if you too love grammar, but you love the truth even more.